Hi everyone, this is Dango. So in this video, we are just going to show one of the Apex arena between Krax and me. And now in Krax side, they have Sonya and also Yusuke. So this is a very strong combo trying to kill my juggler. Sonya can apply the heal reverse, Yusuke can apply the heal block. So both are very deadly to juggler. But we have our star here, Deedlit, so she can apply the gospel scale to immune all the debuffs here. So that is a great hunter for Team Juggler here, for Deedlit. And also the other cool thing about Deedlit is that if she is in the danger zone, she can actually move again. So I didn't put her in the danger zone for the first round because I cannot kill any of those turn 1. So instead I kind of pull her back, and she can be very good in countering this kind of aggressive playstyle. So in the second turn, Sonya jumps in, try to kill my juggler, try to attack my juggler. Yeah, she is on attacking on grassland. Yeah, but that is not a forest, so she didn't have the enough attack to deal enough damage. So if you want to take advantage of ninjutsu, this grassland is not the tile you are looking for. You need this kind of forest tile, so that can work. Yeah, so that cannot kill me, and here we have Deedlit, who can use Miracle Seeds to heal a little bit, increase the damage dealt, and then after we kill Sonya, we can also trigger the heal hammer from Deedlit, so that looks mega good. Okay, so here we can move again. Yeah, this is why Deedlit is so strong. She can move again and yeah, kill the Sonya here and also apply the heal hammer to heal Juggler. Everything looks perfect. Everything looks perfect, but wow, oops. Yeah, so Yusuke, wow, Yusuke just killed my Juggler. Why is that? Why is that? Let's see it again. So basically, here Juggler defense is 1067, and then we use the Elven Aura. Now the defense become 888. So what happens is that, yeah, basically Deedlit buff here. So this one, this Elven Aura here, so it turns all the it turns all the friendly units when they are within 2 blocks. All the passable terrain is treated as forest. So this is going to be a buff that is applied to all the friendly units, including Juggler. So Juggler is not in water anymore. Instead, he's in a forest. We know that Juggler don't really like forest. He's a sea creature. So if you put Juggler in a forest, then he's dead. Yeah, this is how Yusuke can heal him. So yeah, although Deedlit is a very strong character, you have to be very careful on playing her. This forest tail gives Deedlit extra, survivability to survive from like assassins and physical damage dealers. But especially when trying to work with like Juggler, you have to be very careful, because then it would turn Juggler's water into forest. So basically, before we use the Elven Aura here, Juggler is still in water, but after that, everything just changed. So we killed Sonya, that's all good. We healed Juggler. Yeah, this is all looks very good, but it's just now we see this command here. When moving, all the terrain you can pass are regarded as forest, and we will not receive any mobility penalty. So that looks good in most cases. It is actually very bad if you are using Juggler. So the defense here is 888. The water buff is suddenly gone. This is why Yusuke can kill this Juggler here. Okay, after checking how Deedlit works in a real-time PvP battle, let's talk about if you should summon her and how should we build her. So the conclusion is, yeah, I think you do need to summon her if you are doing PvP right now, or if you want to do some PvP in the future. She's a very strong PvP character. But if you just focus this game for PvE only, then yeah, I don't think she is very good in PvE. I mean, she's not bad, but she's just not amazing compared with other characters in PvE. But if you're a beginner in this game, you just played this game for like 1 or 2 months, then she's still a very good character to catch up. I mean, after all, she's a limited time character. So if you miss her this time, we don't know when you can get her again. So yeah, this is another reason to summon her for sure. But for PvP, she is very top tier, and we're going to explain why this is in a few minutes. So yeah, let's just look at her talent. Her talent is very good. This part, the act again effect, is why she is so good as a PvP character. Act again is always very very good. And also, you know, just for every one block moved, you can increase this intelligence and defense. This scale works with perfect with her act again scale. So basically, you can move up your Deedlit from a safer zone to the danger zone, and cast either Gospel or Sea of Miracles to increase the damage, and then you can move again and you can attack. Yeah, this makes Deedlit can deal very high damage, and also she can stack a lot of defense after the move. Yeah, this is very very good. The skill here, Eye of Ara here, yeah, to be honest, the case that we showed earlier in the video was the only case that this skill can fuck you up. Yeah, you don't want to use that skill near a juggler when your juggler is still in water, because that is going to replace your water tile. Instead, the juggler is going to sit on a forest tile. So that is basically the only case you don't want to use that skill. But other case, for example, if you're working with land use or ice tail, then that is a perfect skill because it puts the land use and ice tail that surround Deedlit on the forest tail, so that can increase their survivability significantly. So that's very very good. And the Gospel is one of the. I mean, it's not a unique skill to Deedlit, but Gospel can only be casted by 3 characters: Liana, Deedlit, and also Ritual. Yeah, this is a very strong skill in PvP because of the immune to all the debuffs she provides. And the Seas of Miracles is very similar to Tierra's Miracle, but actually a little bit better because it also reduced the cooldown of the skill by 1 turn. So that's very good because you know, a lot of skills, for example, Rinne, Zareda, they have skills with like 2 turn or 3 turn cooldown, and those kind of skill, you know, it is not high enough, like, you know, like 5 turn or 6 turn that you have to count on a clock, but it is also not low enough that you can use them over and over again. And this Sea of Miracles can help you spam those skill, you know, in a pretty quick manner. And also the skill itself, the cooldown for itself is only 4 rounds. With the move again from Deedlit, you can kind of have a lot of chance to use Sea of Miracles and reduce the cooldown of the other character's skill effectively. So that's why it is good. Accelerated Aid is very good. It's one of the passive skill that can increase the mobility of other characters. Increasing mobility in this game is always strong. And yeah, this is this is a one cost skill. Basically, I would say this is the only skill you would use if you ever bring a one cost skill for Deedlit in battle. So let's move on to the build for Deedlit. As we discussed earlier, Deedlit is very assassin-proof character, so she cannot be killed by assassins. So most of the top PvP players and you know, just any PvP players, they're using a very similar build. Even for more PvE focused player, they are using the PvP, which is the assassin-proof build here as well. So yeah, that's very interesting. And besides this skill that you can use for Deedlit in PvP, in PvE content, the accessory, you can also try to use the Dimensional Jewelry or Holy Ring, or even the speed boot, the SR speed boot. so she can have a little bit more mobility. But in PvP, Star Earring is more recommended, or you can use the Juggler Plush, and also you can use the Teddy Bear. Yeah, basically the same thing. Juggler Plushie and Teddy Bear, they are the same thing, right? So you can have 3-turn Gospel instead of 2-turn. And then for the headgear, if you don't have Free of Terror, which is basically, I mean, if you have enough, you should use. But if you don't have enough, then I would say just any SSR gear. I don't have any other preference. Maybe you use the Iris helmet. And then for the armor, if you don't have Giant Resolves, then probably you can also use the this one, Gianna's or Gyara's armor. Yeah, Gyara's armor. Yeah, you can also use that one. So when you are being attacked, the defense increases significantly. So for the weapon, besides Gift of Eternal Life, you can also try the Gate of Truth. Gate of Truth can deal extra damage when you are actively attacking, but this increase in intelligence defense can only be applied when you are actively attacking. So that's the limitation here, and then you lose the extra heal from the heal armor. The other gear you can use is Queen Scepter here, so you get a little bit higher intelligence, but then it only works when you have a higher health point above 80%. So there could be a problem if you're using Deedlit to counter AoE team. So again, the most recommended weapon is still Gift of the Eternal Life, but if you don't have that, you can also try the Gate of Truth and also the Queen's Spectre. So those are the other two options. And for the enchant, you should focus on the scale enchant so that she is also Omega proof. And then you should focus on intelligence for sure. You should focus on defense and health point, so she is more assassin proof. And then for the PvP enchant, I also recommend you to use the decrease in crit chance. So that work with the Giant's Resolve. So you can have a total reduction of 30% decrease in the crit chance here. And if you are with Landives, then you have even more decrease in crit chance. So characters like Hihei will never be able to crit you, and even Zareda may have a chance to fail, fail to crit when attacking you. So that's how you survive assassins. So yeah, this is basically all about Deedlit. If you have further questions, leave comments and I will try my best to respond. And if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I will bring more of the character build videos in the future. Peace.